Hello students, good morning. Previous session we discussed regarding meaning of political science, its scope, nature, subject matter and significance. After discussing the concept relating to the political science, now we'll discuss regarding the very subject matter of the political science, that is the state. Now in this session we'll discuss meaning, definition and elements of the state and distinction between state and society, state and association and state and nation. So first of all, we'll come to know the meaning of the state. So the state is the most important human association. It is the highest human association. Comparing to any other association, it plays a very important role towards the formation of the association. The father of political science, Aristotle, said that man is a social animal and also a political animal. Hence, he can't live in isolation. Being a social animal, he can't live in isolation. He has to depend upon the state for various requirement, needs or desire. Hence, everyone has to live together in society. By nature, man is selfish. The selfishness may cause disputes among people. Therefore, to control the behavior of people and establish social peace, the state came into existence. Therefore, state came into existence to protect the interest of the people and to control the behavior of the people and establish social peace. Therefore, the state came into existence. Everyone accept that the state is an essential organization. It is very essential. In regarding the origin of state, there is no common opinion among political scientists. There is no unanimous agreement regarding the origin of the state. Different political thinkers opined or accepted the different theories regarding the origin of the state. There are many schools of thought like divine theory, power theory, social contract theory and national theory. So they accepted the state is outcome of the natural theory. The state is outcome of the contract, social contract, or it came into existence, the nature, it is created by the nature. So this way here, the different political thinkers viewed origin of theory according to their own way. In spite of the different theories laid down by the different political thinkers relating to the origin of the state, however, we conclude that state came into existence gradually. After discussing the introductory note regarding the concept of the state, now we'll come to know regarding the literal meaning of the state and its root word and its definitions. The term state derived from the Greek word polis, which means city-state. City-state existed in ancient Greece, such as Athens and Sparta, which were small in size. Ancient Romans called the state civitas. Even in ancient Indian literature, we can find reference to the concept of the state. For instance, Kautilya's Arthashastra. The term state was first introduced by Niccolo Machiavelli, a great Italian political thinker, in his book The Prince in 1513. Earlier, the term state, known by different names like city-state, according to the Greek political philosopher According to the Roman political philosopher, they stated the term state by giving the meaning of civitas, and we can find regarding the state in ancient Indian literature, we can find the references to the concept of the state. Apart from that, Kautilya's Arthashastra also reveals origin, the nature, the functions of the state. Apart from all this concept, the credit goes to regarding the innovation of the term state, that is Niccolo Machiavelli, a great Italian political thinker, laid down or introduced the term state at the first time in his book by name The Prince in 1513. So this way the term state came into existence. Then regarding the definition cited by the different political thinker, we'll discuss the definition cited by Woodrow Wilson. According to him, the state is people organized for law within a definite territory. He laid down his opinion regarding the meaning of the state. The state is nothing but it consists people and it is organized. The state is organized. Organized means incorporation of set of rules and regulation within a definite territory. So this definition provides the awareness regarding the essential elements towards the formation of the state. State means people must be there. Then the people must be organized. That means they must be abide by rules and regulation. Then they must have the definite territorial jurisdiction. So this way here he defined the concept of the state by incorporation of all these characteristic features. Then Aristotle, being a father of political science, he defined the concept of the state. State is a union of the families and villages. State is a union of the families and villages, having for its end a perfect and self-sufficient life. We mean a happy and honorable life. So he defined or he has laid down the object for the origin of the state. Not only the state incorporated or came into existence on the basis of the family and the union of the family. The union of the family itself gave the way for the formation of the village. The village itself gave the way for the formation of the community. Then the expansion of the community itself gave the way for the formation of the state. He has laid down the stages regarding the origin of the state. Not only he has laid down the origin of the state, but he also laid down the object, the purpose of the origin of the state. The state came into existence to provide self-sufficient life. That means to provide the good life for its people. Then not only providing the good life, but they must live in a good condition. They should live in a good condition and they should lead a honorable life. So this way here Aristotle's definition holds the very object, the very purpose of the origin of the state. From the above definitions, we can summarize that state is politically organized within a definite territory. So apart from the conclusion relating to the definition cited by the different political thinkers, we can come to the conclusion that the state is the highest human association. It is the supreme association of all other associations. The Greek thinkers considered that state as a natural and moral institution. Apart from that, Aristotle also accepted the state came into existence for providing the good life for people and it is continuing for their good. The state is dynamic in nature. Further, he said that everyone should live in the state. Without the state, we can't develop own personality because the state is providing everything. So we have to depend upon the state. Whoever lives outside the state, he must be a god or beast. Therefore, we can't think of civil society without the state. Therefore, the state is very essential. It is very essential for the development of the individual personality on the one side, to control the behavior on the other side, or to control the behavior of the individual on the other side. Without the regulations, rules, it will give the way for disorder in the organization. For that purpose, the state is very essential. So, on the base of the definition, we can summarize the significance of the state, why the state is having that much of the importance, why we should live in a state, in what way the state is providing the good life, what are the functions of the state, what is the object of the state, how the object will be fulfilled by the state. So to that aspect, the state ensures internal and external security to people. So the first of all, the significance of the state. Without the state, we can't protect ourselves during the time of the aggression or during the time of the war. So during the time of the aggression or internal disturbances or the external disturbances, the state safeguards, protect our life and lives. So for that purpose, the state is very essential. Apart from that, the state maintains peace, law, order. Without the law, without the rules and regulations, it will give the way for the anarchism, it will provide the disorder, it brings the instability. So for that purpose, the state means what? The state is providing good laws. With the help of the laws, the state control the behavior and makes the individual to realize their duties, obligation. By that, the state maintains the peace in the state, in the state organization. For that purpose, the state is very essential. Then apart from the state with its own institution, that is the judiciary, the main function of the judiciary imparts justice. So justice should be given to all the people whoever right or any of the claim got violated. So that is the one of the essential ingredient towards the development of the individual personality. Nobody should get injustice, nobody should affected any of the state action or any individual action. So if any person is affected by the state action, he is having the full claim to get the justice. Here the justice means compromise, or it means providing, reconciling any of the matter with the intervention of the state. Whenever differences arose between the individual or the state on the one side, on individual on the other side, the state provides, reconcile the matter between the disputant parties by imparting the justice. Justice means by providing the, realizing their duty, accepting their obligation. So this way here, the state is very essential for protecting the interest of the people by providing justice. Then apart from that, it also regulates the activities of the people and establishes the peace. Without the control, then the people will act according to their own way. Sometimes it will affect the state organization, it affects the other individuals' rights, liberty and all. So for that purpose, the state incorporate or regulates the behavior of the individual by casting certain restrictions and the limitations, makes the individual to realize their obligation. With the help of that, the state establishes the peace. The peace can be possible only with the help of the state legislation. Then next one, the state safeguards the rights and the liberties of the people. The state came into existence not only protecting the interest of the individual during the time of the aggression, not only it is providing the law and order, maintaining the peace. Apart from that, the state also upholds the safeguards the rights and liberty of the people. Without the rights, the people can't develop their own personality. So the state also protects and provides certain liberties in the form of rights and all. So then it also provides certain basic facilities. The state provides the transportation, the state provides the education, the state provides the other remedies or other functions, whichever is very essential for the development of our own personality or whichever is required. So transportation, telecommunication, the police, telegraph. So this way here, the state incorporated the varieties of the functions. With the help of those functions, we can develop our own personality. For that purpose also, the state creates set of facilities to people such as the health, education and etc. Then the next one, it also extends social security to people by providing the safety, by providing whenever any people require regarding their protection in respect of their life, the state will provide the security. So thus the modern state is a welfare state. In spite of the state, whether it is a big state, whether it is a developed state, undeveloped state, all the modern states is a welfare state which serves the people from birth to death. So for that purpose, the state is having its own significance. So from the state, we are getting all these benefits. Without the state, we can't get any of the facilities. We can't know our rights, liabilities, duties. For that purpose, the state is very essential. Then apart from that, how the state will form, what are the essential characteristic features towards the formation of the state? So to that effect, being a one of the important political association of the people, it consists of certain essential characteristic features. Ancient political thinker Kautilya, in his book Arthashastra, advocated the Saptanga theory and said that the state should have 7 organs such as king, amatya means minister, janapada means population, kosha means finance minister, Durga means fort, then Bala means military and Mitra means friend. So these all are the essential elements to constitute or to form the state. So according to the view laid down by the Kautilya in his book, that is the Arthashastra, he has given the description regarding the origin of the state, the functions of the state, the object of the state and essential elements towards the formation of the state. In spite of the different opinion casted by the different political thinkers, we can summarize there are 4 essential elements to constitute the state. Those elements, first one population, second one territory, then third one government, fourth one sovereignty. These 4 are the essential characteristic features of the state, or we can say that the state is formed with the help of these 4 characteristic features. Then now we'll discuss the role of the people towards the formation of the state. So being a highest human association, the state must have the population. So the state is organized for the sake of the people. When the state itself is the product of the people, then it quite natural the population is the basis of formation of the state. Therefore, it is highly impossible to imagine a state without people. We can't imagine when the state itself came into existence for providing the good life for the people, then how we can neglect the people? So the people are the part and parcel of the state. They only form the state for their own sake. So we can't imagine a state without people. Everyone accept that the population is an important element of the state, but regarding the size of the population, there is no common opinion among political experts. Some says that to constitute the state, only it requires 5,000 population. Some accept that, in the words of the Plato, he laid down to become an ideal state, the state should be consist 5,040 population. In the words of the Rousseau, he laid down to be considered as a state, it should be 10,000. Aristotle opined that there should be a balanced population. Thus, political scholars of early days advocated small size of population. But in modern days, it is impossible to think of a state with a small population. So, we can't incorporate the concept casted by the ancient political philosopher regarding the formation of the state on the base of the population. So now the countries like China and some states have large number of population, whereas countries like Noro, Vatican City, and some other states have less population. Anyhow, huge population is advantageous in the view of manpower, but limited population is advantageous to avoid poverty, unemployment, and other problems. So here, in spite of the size of the population, whether it is a big or whether it is a small, but they laid down this: if the state incorporate huge population, it is advantageous because the manpower, it increases the manpower, but limited population is advantageous because it avoid the poverty, unemployment, and other problems. So here the state, big or small, that will be not taken into consideration. Hence population of the state should be balanced according to the necessity. Here quality of the people is significant rather than the quantity. So while assessing the quantity of the population, that should not be taken into consideration, only the quality of the population should be considered, because those quality of the population will add to the nation's credit, or they will render their valuable service towards the development of the state organization. So for that purpose, in respect of the size of the population, the quality of the population is very essential.